computer science in Germany. Here is the guest and of course a study program, but I'm sure he will also mention some other programs as well. Before that, who is behind the session? This is More German University, a database where you can find study programs offered by German universities in all languages possible. There are languages that there are programs that are fully in German, fully in English, or both languages, or maybe you need some Spanish or French. So anything offered by German universities can be found in our study finder. What is special about it is that you can always filter programs according to your requirements and then see what are the options there. As an example, the other day I had a question on YouTube actually, can I apply for business analytics programs with IELTS 6.5? And I could really easily share the list of programs that will be accepting IELTS 6.5 with the person. And it was only 12 of them in this subject. So it was easier for him to then further check out the programs and apply. Feel free to check out our articles, especially if you're wondering about visa topics or about living in Germany questions. These articles are there for you. They also include external links like to the foreign ministries or embassies, German embassies in different countries. So these articles are really informative and also translated to different languages. And of course, our webinars, you are attending one of them right now as a subject webinar where you can already connect with your future university and study program being in your home country, and also clarify your questions in case you have some during the application process, or maybe you just consider applying and then decide during the webinar that you want to do. And also we have general webinars, one of them being tomorrow about studying in German generally, where we cover broader topics, or I usually, and then I have 30 minutes Q&A with you to cover some of the questions that you may have. This is our team based in Hamburg, Germany, and sharing information about studying in Germany from all the different parts of Germany and also as internationals as well. All right, as I showed you in our demo version of Study Finder, you can like always filter according to multiple things. And here you see another cut of the filter options, and there are more filters available, and you can adjust all of that, and you see 540-degree programs for computer science. It's always really difficult to go one by one, therefore you need to adjust all the different things. And this way the results will be already narrowed down for you. Feel free to check out the subject pages. I will also post this in chat, because this provides general description of the subject. Of course, you know what computer science subject means, but in case you want to have approximation of application, admission requirements, language requirements, and so on, you can have a look on our subject page. Always take into account that all programs are different, and it's very advisable to check each program content separately so that you are making an informed decision, as you will be spending some time studying this subject in Germany. Really briefly about the universities. In Germany, there are universities and universities of applied sciences. What's the difference that you could keep in mind is that universities usually offer programs that are more research and theory-oriented, and universities of applied sciences usually have programs that are application and practice-oriented. Very important is to check out your eligibility, if you're eligible to and you meet qualification requirements, so that further you can already start your application preparation. In terms of qualification requirements, really important is to have a previous degree, which is recognized in Germany. If program has some requirements in terms of language or other things, this should be also really met, because otherwise you're not eligible to apply. And if the application has also costs, you will then be just spending money in this regard. Okay. We have now time for the presentation, and Lavin is with us from Exponential University of Applied Sciences. talking about digital transformation, sustainability, Master of Arts program.
Right. So welcome to Germany, everybody, and that's where our university is located. We are located here in Potsdam, Berlin, Germany. We are a fairly young university, but even though we are a young university and we specialize in the field of business technology, computer science, AI, sustainability, and digitalization, we have been ranked as one of the top universities in Germany by Statista. If you check out Statista or Google Statista right now, you'll be able to see that you can find statistics for everything in Statista, even the amount of doner kebabs that we eat here in Germany. You can find statistics for that as well. And they did a survey among our students, project partners, and our alumni and professors as well. And they found us to be one of the top universities for our software, AI, and coding programs, as well as our business and technology programs. So if you guys want some more quality assurance, this badge or this ranking from Statista gives some more quality assurance about the quality of programs and about the quality of our university here at XU, Exponential University. Computer science is generally a big field in Germany. And for the last 10 years, I would say in Germany, we are going through a digitalization and a technology revolution as well. And Nino can be able to contribute to that further in her sessions or in her webinars as well. But this is a trend that we have been noticing over the last 10 years. And we're seeing a whole host of software and technology companies come up. Germany is predominantly known for engineering, but nowadays a lot of engineering companies are also integrating software, and they're also integrating AI as well. And there's a big demand for people with these skill sets. And given this demand for the skill set in digitalization, technology, and AI, we therefore decided to launch new accredited programs, which are developed with industry partners and also people who are working in the industry as well as we want our students to be integrated into internships as well as the careers after graduation and look for them right here in Potsdam, Berlin, Germany. This is our beautiful city of Berlin. This is what I call my home. And we have several students, and even my colleague lives here in Berlin. And it's a multinational city. It's a very cosmopolitan city. It's one of the biggest cities in Europe. It has more than 100 different nationalities living in Berlin. And also most of the times, or most of the people, or most of the places that you go, most people are able to communicate, or most people can communicate in English. And generally, English is the most widely spoken language, at least in Berlin. Not in the rest of Germany, but at least in Berlin. It is a very international city. And also, it's a big technology hub right now. There are a lot of big technology companies based over here as well. There are a lot of startup companies in technology based over here as well. So students who graduate with these skill sets in computer science, AI, and technology can be looked to absorb into careers after graduation here in Berlin. And we are located on the outskirts of Berlin. So you could either stay in Berlin or you could stay in Potsdam, like some of our students do as well. And Potsdam is a very naturistic, has a lot of lakes, has a lot of forest. It's a very nice and quiet and a serene area. There are lots of universities around, and there are also a lot of retired people who live in the area. It's a very quiet area. So if you want a quiet town, you don't want too much noise, you want to be close to nature, then Potsdam is the perfect place for you to study and live in. Or if you want the hustle bustle of Berlin and you want the 24/7 city and you want to know where all the action is happening, then you can just get into Berlin with one of the trains or the buses, and you'll probably be there in about 20 minutes, just like the rest of us. So that's us here in Potsdam, but not too far away from Berlin, as we call it, on the outskirts of Berlin as well. So at XU, Exponential University, and this is one of the key things that you guys will do if you decide to study with us. And this is how you will learn if you decide to study with us. So this is an important part of our webinar right now. And this will help you decide if XU, Exponential University, could be the right university for you to study a computer science program with. So at XU, Exponential University, we do things a bit different. And we move away from the traditional textbooks and exams and written exams and papers and things like that. What we want to do is give our students something more hands-on and practical. So we teach in a very unique way called project-based learning. What does it mean? It means that if you decide to study with us, any program that you're studying in computer science, you'll first do concept and theory for maybe about 3 months. Then we want to test that you understand the concept and theory. How do we test that you understand the concept and theory? We actually give you a real life company problem or case study, or even a company research, or even a project research to do from one of our partner companies here in Germany or in Europe. And the idea is you would need to implement the concept and theory you learned with your classmates and professors in this practical company problem or case study or research or project, as we call it. And the goal of working on this company project is that at the end of the semester, you will get to present your project results or case studies or research back to the employees of these companies, and you will need to do a presentation. Obviously, the professors won't let you do a presentation unless they have seen your project and they know that you've implemented the concept and theory. However, once they have checked that, then you will be allowed to, you will get the chance to present to the employees of these companies. And a lot of times, those presentations can also be your final exams. And based on the feedback from the employees of these companies, you can also get your grades. That's the first objective of doing project-based learning. The second objective is that if you do a good project or you do a good presentation, then you could also get a recommendation or reference letter that you could use to apply for internships. And if you do an amazing project, and this is what about 80 to 90% of our students do, if you do an amazing project and really impress these employees of these companies with your presentation and your hard skills, then a lot of times these companies themselves could offer you an internship, which could also pay you up to 1,500 euros per year during your studies. And you could then look to convert that internship into a full-time job after graduation. And this is how you learn at XU Exponential University. We work with some of the biggest companies in Germany and in the world, like SAP and Universal Music and Edeka and Siemens, to startups, to small to mid-sized companies as well. And for example, in computer science, our students have developed apps for these companies, games for these companies, websites for these companies, AI and websites for these companies as well as front end and back end of websites as well. So you will get a lot of computer science or software or IT or AI projects to do if you decide to study with us. And if you impress these companies with one of these projects, then it could be that these companies could also hire you for a paid internship. You do well in that paid internship, and then you could look at the possibility of even getting a full-time job with these companies as well. Just to give you an example, we recently did, sorry, I just need to clear my throat out. We're having a very hot day in Germany, by the way. It's one of the hottest days in Germany right now. And in Potsdam, Berlin, it's super hot. We're not used to this kind of heat. It's almost about 37 degrees. But just giving you a heads up that summer can be a bit warm or very warm here in Germany. So coming back to my example, we recently did a project with one of the biggest companies in the world for energy, E.ON, and we also worked with E.ON Germany. Our students worked with them for almost about 6 months, and our students had that as their final exam, and the presentation was their final exam, and they had to present to almost about 60 employees of E.ON. And based on that, about 6 of our students got the chance to apply for internships at E.ON. And then one of our students, if you go to our LinkedIn profile, feel free to join our LinkedIn profile, and my colleague Zoo will paste her profile also in the chat right now. One of our students, she impressed the employees of E.ON Germany so much that they offered a paid internship up to 1,500 euros a month. But not only did they offer a paid internship, they also gave her a full-time job contract after she graduates. So it means she just needs to finish her last semester in order to move into a full-time job contract. And that's the power of project-based learning. And that's the opportunity you could have if you decide to study at XU Exponential University. While I take a sip of my coffee, not a cup, a sip of my coffee, if you guys have any comments or any questions or any queries or any feedback about project-based learning, feel free to input them in the chat, and we can then answer them at the end of the webinar. Yeah, so that was project-based learning for you guys. I mean, these are some of the apps our students have designed, some of the games our students have designed. So there's a lot of opportunities for you guys if you decide to look at studying our computer science programs. Now, computer science is a very vast field, and we want our students not to study like a general computer science program, because we actually want our students to know what kind of career do they want to do after graduating from our programs. And that is really important. That's why we have specializations. And within those specializations, we have further specializations where you can be very career focused. For example, right now we have a program that is very much in demand worldwide, also in terms of skill sets here in Germany. That is our Master in Data Science program. And if you want to study computer science, then this could be an ideal program if you want to study it at the master's level. And I'm going to talk to you about this program in a bit as well. And then we have our other computer science program, which is our bachelor's computer science program, which is the Bachelor in Data Science and AI. And if you're looking to study something on the bachelor's level, you have data science and AI. And on the master's level, you have a master in data science. And I will talk to you about the specializations in that as well. But before I get into the programs a bit in detail, just want to give you a few points, or we just want to talk about a few points right now. I mean, these are the average salaries that students who graduate from our programs with an AI or a data science degree, this is what they earn after they graduate with our programs here in Germany, because that's the demand for technology, AI, and computer science skill sets in Germany. Definitely we develop entrepreneurship as well. And then I'd like to touch upon our Career Services Center. So if you decide to study with us at our university, when you first join the university in your first semester, you'll be introduced to a wonderful career services team. And you will go through what we call career coaching and career counseling, where our career coaches and our career counselors will help you understand your career journey, or what we call your career script. You want to study data science, you want to study computer science, you want to study AI, but what can you do with that degree? What kind of internships are available out there? What kind of jobs are available out there? What kind of careers are available out there? And they will help you understand that. And they'll also help you understand your own personal journey into finding your internship as well as finding your career after graduation. And they will also have HR workshops with you where they'll prepare you for job interviews as well. They'll help you develop your CV. They'll help you prepare the motivation letter. They'll help you develop it as per the German standards. They'll also help you develop your LinkedIn profile as well. And then we have job fairs in Berlin and in Potsdam that our students attend. We have lots of companies that come on campus for recruitment as well. We visit lots of companies that creates employment opportunities as well as if you do a fantastic project or you do an amazing project with one of our project partners, then that could land you your first internship during your studies here in Germany. And hopefully, if you do really well, they can also offer you a paid internship. Apart from that, we also have our own careers dashboard, and you get it as a website or app. So if you decide to study with us, you will have access to this website or app where you can look for a lot of jobs and internships here in Germany. And you can also filter it as per languages. So if you're looking at specific jobs only in English, then you'll find a lot of jobs here in English, in software and technology and AI in Germany. And the cool thing is that if you're looking for a career in software, AI, and technology, most of the jobs here in Germany are in English, because most of the people who do these jobs are international or they have operations outside Germany. That's why the language of communication is generally English. And those of you who already know computer science, you know that the biggest language is not English, but Python. Just joking about that. But yeah, you guys know your programming languages. So yeah, and all the programming languages have the same language. So you don't need to do that in German. You just need to have English as a skill set. And if you meet a certain level of English, definitely you can look to study with our university as well as get employed with one of our partner companies in project-based learning, or even find a company through our careers dashboard as well. All right, so these are some of the success stories that are coming out of our university, and a lot of them have found their internships and also full-time jobs through project-based learning. We do a lot of projects with SAP or SAP. They are one of the largest ERP systems in the world. They have a big innovation center near our campus here in Potsdam, and we get a lot of company projects from SAP. Several of our students have also got internships and jobs at SAP, as well as we are partnered with them to access their ecosystem of jobs, not only in Germany, but worldwide as well. And also you can do certificates with SAP at our university from October onwards. So in case if you want to do certifications with SAP, that is very much available as well. Apart from doing company projects in the field that you are studying, which is mainly data science, you will also get to do projects with students who are studying at the bachelor level, and also students who are studying our business and also our engineering industry 4.0 programs. And you will have what we call joint projects. And last year, we did a project which was the AI Biz Conference. And this project was co-funded by the European Union and also attended by former members of the European Parliament. And our students presented their projects in AI and AI in business to former members of the European Parliament and also industry leaders as well. And they created internship opportunities with the companies that attended this conference, as well as they got certificates endorsed by the European Union, which they could put on their CV as well. So those are the kind of networking events you have if you decide to study with XU, Exponential University. I mean, there are lots of networking events that we do, but those are one of them as well. All right, cool. This is our master data science program. And what makes our program very unique is that you will have a combination of hard and soft skills that you develop with this program. Obviously, making the company presentations will really help you develop your soft skills and also understand the German culture. But what makes this program so unique is the specializations. So there are further specializations available under our Master in Data Science program. Now, those of you who come from any academic background and you want to understand data science and you want to use data in any field or any industry, then you can choose information analytics or data science as your specialization. And then you would do 3 modules in this level from level 1, 2, and 3 in order to upgrade your skills and then be a specialist. And you can look at a career as a data scientist or as a data analyst. Those of you who come from a business background and you know a bit of programming as well, and you then want to become experts in business analytics, and you want to be able to use data science to do marketing, financial, or HR analysis, you can then choose business analytics as your specialization. And if you come from a business background with a bit of computer science skill sets, you can definitely study this program. And those of you who want to get into software programming, AI software engineering, or maybe even cybersecurity, then human-computer interaction and LLM or natural language processing could be your specialization. And you would need to choose from any one of these 3 specializations before you begin our program. And we'll also do a webinar, or you could also have an individual counseling session with us in case if you don't understand which specialization might suit you. And this program is meant for people that have graduated fresh from university now with their bachelor's degree, or have worked for maybe about 6 months to about 2 years and are looking to upgrade their skills in data science, AI, technology, and computer science as well. And just to let you all know about the layout of the program, it is a 2-year program, 4 semesters. And as you can see, you will then learn about various subjects and various fields in data science. You'll also do a lot of programming over here in parallel computing, cognitive computing, and disruptive computing. And this is where you get to choose your specialization. So you'll have 3 modules from your specializations, depending on which one you want to get into. And those of you who are very into computer science and IT and technology, then this might be the perfect specialization for you in human-computer interaction, or AI as we call it, or LLM. And then you will also learn a bit about business and business modules as well, where you also learn about leadership skills, consulting skills as well. And then you also have a chance to do an extra company project in the 3rd semester. And in the 2nd semester, if you want to spend some time outside Germany with any one of our partner universities in the world, or also here in Europe, you could also participate in the International Summer School program, which is also a part of this program as well. And in the last semester, you'll see you don't have that many modules. So the last semester, you can really concentrate on your thesis, doing your internship. Hopefully, you would have landed your internship with one of the projects that you would have then presented, and then concentrating on your leadership and innovation skills. And then you will graduate with this program, and you will know exactly what career do you want to do with this program. Do you want to be a software developer? Do you want to be an AI engineer? Do you want to do front end? Do you want to do back end? Or do you want to do business analytics? Or do you just want to specialize in data science? So this is our Master in Data Science program. And we feel this program is more concrete. It covers all fields of IT, technology, AI, and business, and equips our students better to find careers and internships in the industry here in Germany and around the world as well. And this is the difference between like a computer science program and a data science program. And I hope you all can see how you are more career focused with this program if you decide to study this program with us at XU Exponential University. So that was our Master in Data Science. Now, we also have the same program at the bachelor level. So those of you who have 13 years of higher school education or high school and university education and want to look at a 3-year bachelor's in data science and AI and start from scratch, you can look at our bachelor in data science. I'm just sharing my screen again and bringing on our bachelor in data science. You should be able to see it now. Can you guys see it now? Yeah. So this program is a 3-year program, is at the bachelor level. And basically, one of the cool things about this program as well is that you will get to choose your specialization as well in this program. So in your last year, you will then get to choose a specialization between cybersecurity, programming, or data science. And then you will learn data science and AI and programming and smart data, big data from scratch. So if you want a career in cybersecurity or in software engineering, or if you want a career as a data science at the bachelor level, then this could be the perfect program for you to study. All right, fantastic. Now we talked about our bachelor in data science and also our master in data science, and I hope we covered the fields that we have in computer science. And I hope I also talked to you and gave you some reasons to think about why you should study at Exponential University.
Of course, yeah, I just get a lot of questions in the chat. I'm very glad that, yeah, to share this information with you. And actually, for the tuition fees, if you go to our website, and you will find this section of study consultation. I don't know whether you can see my screen at the moment. No? Okay. So is that working now? Okay, great. So if you go to our website and you go to the study consultation, you go to the study fees, and you will see that this is our tuition fee slides. And yeah, like all the other German universities, that we do charge different tuition fees for EU students and non-EU students. And for, let's take a Master of Data Science as example, the annual tuition fee for EU students would be around 8,500 euros. And that's the 2-year programs, and the whole program fee would be around 17,000 euros. And for non-EU students, the regular tuition fee of this same program would be 12,000 euros a year. And for the whole program is 24,000 euros. But as for the application through my German universities students, you will automatically receive this EU students tuition fee price for the Master of Data Science program. So which is exactly the same. The new tuition fee would be around 8,500 euros, and the full program fee would be around 17,000 euros. So basically, this is what we offered for the students who applied through my German university. And all the students, if you apply, then you will automatically receive this discount, or we can see as a scholarship. That because some students have already raised this question in the chats. So that would be around 3,500 euros per year for the same program, if you are coming outside of Germany or Europe. Yeah. So in general, the application process is like this. We will make after we receive your application, including the full sets of your documents, which should be made online exclusively. And then we will give you a first and second phone call to confirm that your commitment and also your motivation to studying with us. And also the third phone call is optional. Then when everything is fine, we will check your documents. No? So after we check that document, everything is fine, then we will send you a preliminary offer letter over here. And then you will have the time to think through that whether you take or you decline the offer we sent to you. So if you decide to accept offer, then we will need you to confirm this in the written form in reply our previous email. And then we will send you a study contract with payment invoice. So here you will need to sign the study contract, and also you will need to arrange the payment stated in this payment invoice. So here, as I mentioned, so if you are from Germany or you are from European Union and you live here, then you will need to arrange the application fee and also the first month tuition fee. So you need to arrange this payment. After when we receive this payment from our side, we will issue you a final admission letter. So if you are international students who are from outside of Germany or from outside of the EU, then we will need to ask you to arrange a application fee of 1,500 euros, as well as the first year tuition fee over here, which is around 8,500 euros. So altogether, it's around 10,000 euros. And you will, in this case, then you will need to transfer this around 10,000 euros to our school account. Upon receiving that, then we will send you a final admission letter. And with that document, then you are able to start your visa application. Because yeah, for all the students from outside of EU, this is a very critical step for you to make it to come to Germany. And you will need to prepare also a set of documents in which the admission offer letter from the university is a very important one. So basically, this is the process. And when you arrive Germany, and for the international students, then you, because you have already arranged the first year tuition fee, then from the second year of the study, you are able to arrange the rest of the payment by semester. So this is basically how it works. For the students in Germany or from Europe, you will need to arrange the payment at the end of each month, because you have already paid like the first month's tuition fee, and from the end of the first month, you will need to pay this tuition fee monthly. So that is how this looks like.
Yeah, thank you first of all for this information, like mentioning all the details about the university structure and specifically also focusing on payment, because I know probably you also get lots of questions in this regard. We have questions, and so thank you very much for taking all of them in written. Right now I have one open question, which is from Malta. Will specialization be noted in the final diploma for bachelor's programs? And what do you mean by 30 years of school? If one has less, won't it be accepted as a school education proof?
Yeah, thank you for that question. So yes, normally in Germany, especially for our programs, the specialization is listed in your transcripts, so to say. And also what is really important is when you start doing all these company projects in the program, you could also put that on your CV as well as a lot of our students put that on their LinkedIn profile, which makes their profiles really stand out to employers or recruiters, because instead of just naming modules or program names, they actually put real life company projects that they would have done, and they actually put like skill sets and projects what they would have done, like developing apps, games, software, AI, website, stuff like that. And then companies are actually able to evaluate your skill sets right from your CV as well. And also the other thing, it helps you with case studies, because in Germany, a lot of companies would ask you to do a case study during the interview process. And if you can solve a company project, then I'm sure you can definitely ace the case study as well. Now, depending on the country where you're coming from, you might need 12 or 13 years of high school education. And this is something that I will not be able to tell you directly on this call. If you make an application, one of our admission advisors will get in touch with you, and then we can evaluate your application if you have a direct access to our bachelor program, or if there's another requirement that you need to fulfill in between in order to get into our bachelor's program. But this is only possible once we're able to evaluate your high school documents and your application documents as well. So I would suggest, if you really want to get them evaluated, don't wait. Hit the apply now button. My colleague Zoo has posted in the chat, upload all your documents, we'll get in touch with you, and then we'll see what best and how we can then support you throughout this entire journey.
Thank you. Let me then probably voice the question that was already answered about application being open all year, and Zoo gave the attendee a nice explanation, but maybe we could voice it for others if they don't know what it means.
Yeah, so generally we have two major intakes, which is October and April, so to say. But we generally, depending on where you're coming from, if you need to apply for a visa or if you want to make a last minute decision, there could be still chance, if we have places available, to make some last minute applications, because most of the time what happens is students are applying for programs from all over the world. As we know, Germany is a very popular destination for studies. There are millions of people coming here in hundreds and thousands to study as well. I mean, Germany is now a top 3 destination for education worldwide as per last year's rankings and surveys. Probably this year, by the end of this year, we'll be number 2 or number 1 as well. So let's see what happens this year in October. However, if you're unable to make your visa appointment or get the 8PS if you come from certain countries, or you're unable to secure your accommodation, you could always start our program online. We have lots of students starting the program online via Microsoft Teams. It will be the same experience like you here in presence, and then you complete the visa formalities, you get the visa appointment, and then you come to campus in 2-3 months once you get your visa. And also to help you with your visa application, once you start online as well, it gives more assurances as well. You can show your attendance sheet online as well. So therefore, there is no deadline per se. But if you want to be in presence, definitely the earlier you apply, the better it is for you if you need, or you're applying from a country that needs a visa. But in case if things change last minute or you decide something last minute, then we could have a few slots available. And then we do have students starting online as well. But we're in presence university. The online option is only in case if you're having visa problems or APS or accommodation problems, just to make that clear.
Mm-hmm. Thank you very much. I also, Zoo also put the links to YouTube and LinkedIn, and I also did so. So it's great. You have double access now.
You guys are awesome.
And most of all the questions are already answered. There was a question about accreditation. The university is fully accredited since 2018. It was accredited. I think it's how it's written.
2018, we are also institutionally accredited, and we are also program-wise accredited. The good news is these programs are also newly accredited. What that means for you is that we could also have project-based learning as a style of learning and a recognition of a learning phase here in Germany or learning process here in Germany as well. And the other cool thing about having newly accredited programs is your programs are very up-to-date. They're industry relevant, and they've been designed with industry professionals and companies here in Germany and Europe. So you'll be learning about the skill sets needed right now to get your career kickstarted right now, or even skill sets you probably need in the future as well. That's how the programs are designed. But it is a German degree. It's equivalent to any other German degree, and you can use that to study your master's, PhD for the degrees here in Germany or anywhere else in the world. For those of you who want recognition, just to understand it a bit more, in Germany, how it happens is that you don't have like a federal recognition system. You have a state recognition system. And if the state recognizes a degree as a German degree, that means it's federally recognized or recognized all over Germany. And we are recognized by the state that we're in, which is Brandenburg, Berlin. And therefore, you have a German degree basically, and you can have that on your CV as well. And that also holds importance depending on which part of the world you might also want to work in.
Mm-hmm. Thank you very much.